How's your clout? You may not know what it means to have clout. Clout is simply power and influence. Often the word is used in a political sense, explaining the influence or position someone has. In recent years, clout has become more synonymous with social media influence. There was even an app a few years ago that would rate your clout and give you a clout score. This was based on your social platforms, followers, retweets, blog engagement, and influence. The higher the number, the more clout. It's something many strive for: impact, recognition, and power. Clout. It's all about influence. But what about in everyday life? What about right now? Do you think of yourself as having power and influence to impact those around you? Do you have clout? You do, even though in this moment you may feel cooped up at home, isolated, and in no way where you thought you would be in this season of life, as you maybe even watch this video in your PJs at 1 in the afternoon. Still, you have clout. You're influencing those around you way more than you know. It's easy to think influence and position are things other people have, the ones that seem to have it all together. Let me tell you, nobody has it all together. We are all lacking. Not one of us is perfect, no matter how good the photo filter is or how perfectly perfect the perception may be. The key is understanding God created us all, everyone, uniquely for a purpose for such a time as this, and designed us to bring Him glory. We all have influence. The question is, are we using it for good? Sometimes life does knock us down, and the last thing we feel we have is influence or anything worth sharing with the world. That, my friend, is a lie. Don't believe it. God has given you gifts and talents to give back to Him, and no matter how big or small you may think they are, He will use them in great ways for His kingdom purposes. Stay-at-home moms, you have huge influence leading the hearts of your children. Baby boomers in the golden years of life, you have the power of your story and how God has walked you through so many seasons to share with a younger generation. Maybe you simply feel forgotten, overlooked, and put on a shelf. God didn't put you there. Sure, life can be discouraging, but the key is knowing who you are in Christ. And in that confidence, with the gifts you have been given, you turn discouragement into determination to press on. Jenny Catron, author of the book Clout, Discover and Unleash Your God-Given Influence, writes this: when we discover and unleash our God-given influence, we position ourselves to lead with passion and purpose that defy our personal limitations. So many men and women of the Bible defied personal limitations because they relied on God to accomplish His will, His plan, through their obedience and sacrifice. God-given influence doesn't necessarily mean huge platforms, high engagement numbers, and applause. Leading with passion and purpose and impacting the world for good can look like this. Luke 21, 1-4. As Jesus looked up, He saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. Truly, I tell you, He said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on. We know nothing more of this widow. We don't even know her name, but Jesus saw her obedience and sacrifice in that moment and used it as an example, which in turn was written in both gospel accounts of Mark and Luke. Her example, her passion and love for the Lord, her willingness to not hold anything back and give out of her poverty, to this day influences hearts all around the world to do the same. She had clout and still does. Her story and passion and influence live on. When we realize all God has given us and then in turn give it back to Him and step out in faith to be who He has called us to be and do what He has called us to do, we will impact the world. That's the truth. God has uniquely written your story and gifted you to impact those around you. Use that God-given clout. Surrender your all to Jesus, just like that nameless widow woman, and you will influence the world. I'm Lori Klein.